Hi, my name is Kamaria Frazier, and I am a Senior Project Coordinator here at First Pick. Today I will be giving you a quick tutorial on how to enter data into your program report. When you come into the online reporting site, you will click on Program tab, and once you do that, you will select Program Reports. After you select Program Reports, you will be taken to the Program Reports list page where you will see the report IDs for the program reports that are available for you to complete. It is important to make sure that you are completing the program report for the correct month. After you select your program report ID, you will be taken to the program report details page. We recommend that you have all of your data ready in an external Excel spreadsheet. That way, when it is time for you to complete your program report, you are able to easily transfer your data into the reporting site. However, for the purposes of this training, I am going to enter some sample data. So when it's time for you to start entering data into the report, if you ever reach a point where you aren't sure what a question is asking, we have these handy question marks that provide instructional text. And what you can do is navigate your mouse over the question mark, and you'll see some text come up that will give you information as to how the question should be answered or the expectations when entering data. So you'll just get started. I am going to just take my mouse and select in the field and start answering the information. For some of the questions, depending on how you answer them, if you select yes, there is a separate subset of questions that will be answered. So again, I selected yes, and another subset of questions showed up. Every question is required, so as you're navigating through, make sure that you are entering data in every field, because if you don't, you will receive an error message. Okay, I'm just gonna, so as you're navigating through the report, you'll see a set of buttons at the bottom of each page. Here you have Save and you have Next. It's important that you save the data as you are navigating through the report, because if for whatever reason you have to stop entering data and come back, you want to make sure that the data that you have entered is retained. Or as you're navigating to the next page, just in case something might happen, you want to make sure that you click Save each time before you move on to the next page. So I clicked Save, and now I'm going to click Next. Okay, then nice lovely call out at the top as a reminder that the page is not automatically saved. And again, just be sure to click Save, which is at the bottom of the page before you navigate away from the report. So again, just another reminder. All right, you're just going to go through. And again, I'm making sure that I'm entering data in every field. If there was a service that you did not provide, or there was a population that wasn't served, please be sure to at least enter 0, because the system is looking for a value in each field. So I'm just taking my mouse, clicking into the field. Again, I'm using sample data. Just going to go through. Going to click Save. If for whatever reason you needed to navigate to the previous page, you would click the previous button. It takes you back to where you were. You're able to review your data and see if there's anything that you need to enter or that you missed. And I'm going to click Next. Okay, looks good. I'm going to click Next. So I'm going to click yes. Now, we do know that how you answer these questions is going to vary, but again, I just want to click yes on each question to show you the different options that would be available to you as you navigate through the report. Just clicking in each field, selecting yes for this one. Entering my sample data. And if you ever have any questions as you are going through the report, at the bottom of each page, there is this email address, support@firstpick.org. If you're having any issues with the reporting site or you just have questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Here we are at this free text field, which you can add any additional information. I'm going to click save, and I'm going to click next. All right, so now we're entering your quarterly narrative questions. Just for the purposes of this training, I am going to enter test in these fields. You would, of course, enter your short answer questions as necessary. All right, so I've completed my report. I've entered all of my information. I have saved on every page. Now, you have the option to submit on the previous pages. We have the buttons for previous, save, and next. But now that you have reached the end of your report, you're going to click submit. All right, so I click submit, but I see here that I have some error messages. So as you are working through your report, and you're filling out the information, the system runs validation checks to make sure that the data that you're entering makes sense to match certain fields that they're looking for the values to match, okay? So prior to moving forward, the system's going to do a quick check, and if there's any areas that you need to go back and review, it's going to be called at the bottom of the page. Now, this call out section will be on every page of the report. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first go back to page 1. And I know I need to make some updates to question 5A and question 5B. So I'm going to hit my previous button, which is at the bottom of every page, with the exception of page 1. All right, so I'm on page 1, and it's telling me to go to question 5A because I need to add values for all races and ethnicities. Okay, so I'm going to go up. All right, so question 5 is demographics, and then 5A is race and ethnicity. So it's telling me that somewhere in here I missed a value. Not reported. Okay, so I'm going to go back down. All right, so question 5B, total track for gender does not match Q4, number of new individuals tracked. So what the system is saying is in Q4, I reported a number, and it's looking for what I reported to match what I entered in question 5B. So I would first go up. What did I enter for Q4? Okay, so I entered 2 for my number of new individuals. Okay. So when I go to question 5B, gender, okay, so I reported 2, 4, 6, 8 more than 2. I need to make some updates. Again, for the purposes of this, I am just going to enter some sample data. I'm going to click save. All right, so I still have one more. So I need to go to page 3, question 8A. Please add a value for all information and referral services. Okay, so I'm going to click next. I'm going to click next. If you ever aren't sure what you need to complete, again, go down to the bottom of your page, question 8A. Okay, so I'm going to scroll back up. And again, I wanted to show you this because this is how you may have to navigate through your report as you're completing it. And the system does the checks for you, which is awesome. So I missed a value here. I entered 0. I'm going to click save. Always click save. I'm going to click next. All right. Now let's see if when I click submit, everything is okay. Excellent. So once you have submitted your report and the validation has been run and no additional updates were needed, the system will navigate you back to the program reports list page. And as you can see here, the status of your report has updated from requested to submitted, and you have your submission date. So these two indicators will let you know that you have successfully navigated through completing your report and submission.